Hi everybody, I wanted to make a tutorial video of what we went over for the tutorial for this plagiarism project because many of you did not sign up for the tutorial. Some of you signed up too late on the same day, which really didn't give me enough time to prepare for meeting with you guys. At the beginning of the day we had no appointments, and so my schedule changes. But in any case, watch this tutorial on the plagiarism project. Okay, let's start off with our web page. So what you have here, if you come into Carmen, you have week number 4, and if you click on this link, you will see that in week number 4, it is the beginning of this assignment. And what it is basically is you need to read all of these things, but the major one for this project is cheating across cultures. So you want to read this article first. That article has all of the details of the assignment. Now there is a summary written on this article, and that is down below here. If you look at the do section of your week number 4, you have to do the discussion board, but here's the plagiarism assignment explanation, and then here is the plagiarism assignment master summary. This summary is the one that you need to look at and work with, and then you need to submit it to me by Sunday night. Okay, so here's the article, the read-in article. Okay, she writes about cheating across cultures, and the article has to do a lot with students coming from various countries, and they come with expectations or norms in their countries where they it might be okay to borrow and use things that you are learning from other books or teachers or lectures or things like that. And it is okay in the United States too. However, you need to give credit. But they talk about these problems, and it's quite a lengthy article. You'll read it, not that bad. But there is a summary written of this. Okay, so here's the original article. Now, the assignment is asking you, here's the assignment, plagiarism assignment part 1. The assignment is asking you to read this first, then download that plagiarism master document, and that's right here. Okay, here is the plagiarism master document. And you can see on this master document, if you copy all of this and put it, or download it and put it into Word, you have the summary in the beginning, which goes all the way down to here, okay? And then there's a response. Now the summary was written by another student or a teacher. I may have even written it, I don't remember. But the summary is a good summary. And the reason why it is good, it tells you where we got the information from, the name of the author and the name of the document up here in the title, Cheating Across Cultures. When we quote things like from that reading, expert on China, like this phrase right here, we put it into quotation marks and we tell you it came from paragraph number 4. See right there? That's called a citation. So that's good. And throughout the thing, there's other things where you can see, here's another quotation here, international dimension, a phrase that came from that reading. And we say it came from paragraph 8, and so on. Down here, paragraph 12, paragraph 13. Sometimes the things are not quotations, but they might be just borrowed things or things that was referred to. In any case, this is a good summary. So there's no plagiarism here. Now your goal, what you need to do, is to create plagiarism in this summary. And you're going to create 10 different problems, and then you're going to submit that to me on Sunday night. Then what will happen next week is I will ask you to leave the problems, take away any notations or memos or highlighting that shows me where those problems are, then upload that one with all of the problems but no notes to this next Dropbox, which will be, let me see here, the assignment says you're going to do all that. then you're going to be uploading it to, where does it say that? Highlight all of those things. Well, actually, this is plagiarism assignment part 1, so it doesn't tell you next week. But next week you will upload it to the plagiarism assignment part 2 Dropbox. And that's where you will then be matched with a partner. You will be switching papers, and you're going to try to find those 10 problems of plagiarism that they put into that summary. Okay? So let's take a look at this. How do you do this? Okay? There's a document here on this assignment. It also says, here a paraphrasing guide to 5 types of plagiarism. So you need to look at that. And that is right here. This is this document. You can read this, and it tells you more specifically about each type of plagiarism. Number 1, too many of the same words. It gives you some examples. Number 2, when you use the same structure or synonym replacement, and you change a few words. Number 3, you misrepresent the textual ideas of the original reading. Number 4, you're missing a citation, that paragraph or page number at the end, or who said it. And number 5, you're missing quotation marks. You really didn't put that this quote came from the original reading or from another author. So those are the 5 types. But back in the assignment right here, it does tell you more briefly, here are the types of plagiarism, those 5. So you can look at it real quickly right there. You have to use all 5, and you have to use 2 of each. That makes 10 problems, okay? So how do you do this? Okay, well, let's just look at one example. Now I put an example here. I think they said, please look at how to commit instances of plagiarism to the master summary. And that one is right here, if you click on it. And there's a place here that I made where I am showing you specifically how to create plagiarism in the summary document. Now, this picture is very small, so it's difficult to read, but I actually made a photo of this over here. I'm going to make this bigger so you can see what I'm talking about, okay? Let's make it full screen, okay? How about there? Is that good? I don't know, maybe not. I don't know if you can see that or not. Let's put it back here. I'm going to drag this, hang on, this way. I guess I can zoom in like this. There we go, zooming in. There we go. Okay, let's zoom in like this. Okay, so now I can drag this around and we can look at this. So in the beginning, this blue part right here, this blue part, is from the PA master document. So this is a part of the summary. And here I took out just a section of it. And what I want to do is I want to replace this thing that's highlighted right here, is guaranteeing access to resources for international students. The sentence basically says, I'm sorry, I made a mistake here in the typing. I put implementation twice. The sentence says, the main element of such an implementation, it should be, is guaranteeing access to resources for international students. So then, to replace this is, right now it's okay, but I want to replace it with the exact words from the reading. So I highlight this and I look in the reading. Now here's the green part. This is where the original reading says the same thing. It says, Dodd advocates specialized orientations for international students on the norms and practices of Western scholarship. That means basically the same thing as this, resources for international students. So I want to take this out and I want to put the green one in, and therefore I am using the exact words from the reading, right? And that would be a problem if I don't quote it, or if I don't cite it, or if I don't put quotation marks, yeah. So I took this sentence right here and I put it right there. And the next part in this photo you can see, here's the blue again, and here I replaced it with that exact wording, okay? So now you can see this is what you will actually submit. You're going to submit a problem like this to me on Sunday. Now I put a note on the side over here. I highlighted it and then I commented on the side, and this is what I want you to do. I put a comment and I said, these are the types of plagiarism that this is showing. Number one, it's type 1. It's a paraphrase. It uses too many of the same words, right? Because I copied everything from the reading and I put it into the summary, exact same words, and I didn't give credit. So that's a type 1 problem, okay? But it is also a type 4 problem. I'm missing the citation. I didn't put here paragraph 4 or 1 or line number 2 or page number 1. I didn't put that here. So that is also a problem. It's also a type 5 problem. Direct quotation. I'm missing quotation marks. I didn't put any here, right? So you can see this one thing that I did causes 3 different types of plagiarism here. So you can do that. You don't have to do 10 different cut and paste types of things. You can cover 3 problems with 1. So this took care of 1, 4, and 5. Now I have to do one more and make another 1, 4, and 5. So I have 2 types of each. But I also have to do a 2 and a 3. Do you guys remember what 2 and 3 are? Let's go back and look at those. Here's plagiarism document. Number 2 was right here. Same structure or synonym replacement, okay? How do you do that? Well, basically, if you go back to red in here, let's just say, for example, and I don't know, you have to find the right place in the summary to put this. But say I wanted to, actually, let's go back to that same thing. Where's the picture? Here's the picture. Okay. If I did this same thing in a different way, like I use specialized orientations for international students on the norms and practices of Western scholarship. Let's say, for example, I cut and paste that, but I don't want the people to know that I just took it, so I want to change a couple of words. So instead of specialized orientations, I say specialized meetings, okay, for international students on the norms and practices. Maybe Western scholarship, maybe I would say Western studies. So you see I changed a couple of words, but it's exactly the same sentence, and so that's not a good idea, okay? So that's an example of that. So you would do something like that. And then the last case is actually here. Number 3, change the meaning. If you say something that's not true in the text that you're taking from the original reading, then that would be a type of plagiarism. So here in the PA Master here, you know, if I said something like, where is it? Like, in the end, let's say this one right here. In the end, while it is important for instructors to guide their students, Redden cites Eliot, who says it's ultimately the student's responsibility. If I change this to it's ultimately the university's responsibility, that would be wrong because the author didn't say that. They said student's responsibility, not the university's responsibility. So when you change the meaning like that, that is also a type of plagiarism. Okay? Now, finally, you're going to do all of these cut and paste and changes to make this summary have 10 problems. To do that in Word, let me just put this here. No, let me go back. Let me get the plagiarism document. Where is that? The PA Master. Okay. Let me just copy this real quickly. Right there. Okay. Copy. Now we go to Microsoft Word. Let's just say here, I'm going to paste this here. Let me make a new document. Actually, new here. Okay. I'm going to paste it here. Okay. And this is what I will turn into the teacher. But when I make my changes, I'm going to cut and paste something here. You know, maybe I'll take this out, and like here's an example here. If I take away the quotation marks, okay, that's bad, right? So I would say I would highlight this, and then you can right-click, and you can put a comment. See, I don't know if you can see that.